I want to talk to you in a minute. Okay, I'm in this man's way. Charlie, how you doing?
All of you got your food now. Our Heavenly Father, we come to you this morning with thanksgiving in our hearts. Thanking you, dear Lord, for the opportunity that we have and that we're able to meet with a group like this. And we know, dear Lord, that this group is a special group to all of us, that we're the camaraderie of all the old ag teachers that get together here today. So bless us and guide us and bless this food that we're eating now, dear Lord. And go with us and give us a safe journey back to our home. These things we ask in Christ's name. Amen.
Amen.
My daddy's sister. He didn't replace
John.
Operation Round Day. When you get your bill is $123.12.
That's what I'm talking about.
Now,
Richard Lee, I just recognize.
I recognize that I know you.
Laboring, laboring, Bill Laboring. I should have taught there was Charles 71. Yeah, you were at South Hill. And you're David. Okay. Yeah. Brother.
They turned air conditioning on here. They turned air conditioning on.
Yes, true about.
They need a coffee now.
Well, I left mine in the car.
Well, I left mine at home. I had it all perfect. And I don't need it. It's warm outside.
Bird had that air, he had that heater up to 78.
Cindy came over.
But you know, what's still we have fewer people. Need food. So we're gonna have to make things come. We're getting more money. Well,
That's the picture.
Alright guys, let me have your attention for just a minute. First off, I want to thank everybody for coming. We've had another good turnout. And I'm assuming all of you got your letters, because otherwise you probably wouldn't be here. But I do have a master list up here if you want to check, make sure that I've got everything correct on there. Anyway, if you know of anybody that's passed away or got a serious illness or something like that, you might want to share it. The only one that comes to my mind is Tom Howell, passed away last spring. And he'd been fighting Alzheimer's for some time, and he died way too young. To watch him go through what he did, it was just heartbreaking to be a witness to it. I got 2 letters back. I have no idea what the situation is. One was from Will Mashburn in DeKalb. I don't know why his letter came back. And Brady Fisher in Winsboro. Usually when I get the letter back, they've either passed away or they've gone to a...
Grady died.
Grady died.
Okay, well, I was not aware of that either. But I know we've got a few that have been put in nursing homes, such as Roger Arnold, who would always come, and that's usually the case. They've either moved off to Houston or somewhere to live with their kids, or nursing home, or passed away. But I don't. In that letter that comes back, I don't get that. So anyway, we are meeting on a new date and a new place. I don't know how y'all feel about meeting here, but I want you to know it's a pain in the rear end when it comes time to find a new place to move to. And we moved out of Ore City because the restaurant down there closed down. That's the one that our Black started this deal with, and we'd always gone there for 18 years. And when I started looking around trying to find some place that is centrally located, there just is not anything. It was either here or Tyler, I think, would be the only two choices we much had to find a place that we could all meet. If you're unhappy with this, you tell me a better place, and I'll be happy to look into it. If we've moved it back, simply the only reason we moved it back, by the time I located this place and talked to them, the date that we normally meet on is already booked. I've noticed that there's a couple here that normally can't come because of something going on that second Tuesday. If you like the third Tuesday just as well, we'll just keep it here. But if anybody's still going to the state fair or anything like that, it's the week after, so it's, from that standpoint, it's still a good thing. I know for years Sammy told me he had a water board meeting or something, and he couldn't come, and a few others had issues with that date. So as far as I'm concerned, the third Tuesday works for me just as good as the second Tuesday. anyway, if y'all wanna move back, just say so, we'll move back. Cause I'm gonna make, my intention is to book this place for next year today. So unless you've got someplace else, does anybody have any thoughts about moving it somewhere else?
It works.
It works for me.
Good idea.
I know it might be a tad further for some of you, but it's a tad closer for me. Anyway, I thought I counted 32 a minute ago, so we're last 3 years now, we've had over 30 here, and that's very encouraging to me. I know Ira Black, if he was still with us, would be extremely happy about that. I can remember sometimes when I first started coming to this, that we'd only have 15 or 16 show up. And so I'm really encouraged about the way you guys are turning out. I enjoy seeing everybody and talking to everybody. I'm kind of a homebody, and I don't get out much, and I don't see much. And like most of you guys, I want to see you once a year, and that's when you come here. And it's good to catch up and find out what's been going on. Anyway, I'm going to shut up and let you get back to visiting, but before I quit, I think Randy Hart wants to speak a few minutes and maybe talk about the homecoming.
I'd like, before you get in, that mention about people that had ill health. Former person I worked with there at Tyler, Ross Stansel, I shared it with you guys over there. I tell you what, Ross Stansel he's in his latter day. He's got Alzheimer's as well, had it about 3 years in a nursing home. You might remember Mr. Stansel. Keep him in your thoughts and prayers. Really good teacher. I guess all of his years there in Smith County. Started out in the black school there at Winona, and then moved over to White House. I don't know if you taught with him, been over to Tyler the last 20 years, but good teacher, and but he's really in his latter days, his wife. So keep him in your thoughts.
Doris Ballard there from Paris died a couple weeks ago, so he's also Alzheimer's, same thing, him. Avery, I think he started out at Avery and then at Paris for years.
Bill Jones.
Okay.
It's an awful disease. I watched Tom, I worked with Tom for 19 years, and see him do some of the things that happened the last few years, it just breaks your heart. You know, to see somebody deal with that. To me, it's probably the worst thing you can get. I'd rather, I hope and pray almost every day that when it's my turn that I'm just not going to wake up one morning, I'm going to go to bed feeling good and it's over. But I don't want to linger around and deal with something like that. I don't want my children or my wife or anybody else to have to deal with something like that. It's awful.
And my dad died of Alzheimer's, and like you say, it's so sad because it robs a person of his life. That you see him live all through the years and work so hard and always be able to do things and have an interest in something their whole life, and then just all of a sudden, like you say, they just go down so quick.
I watched the changes in Tom. I don't think Tom's the only person I've ever known that could go out there in the shop and lay his thumb on that anvil and hit it with a 3-pound hammer, and all he would say is, "Golly, that hurts bad." And I never once heard a 4-letter word come out of his mouth. If I'd have done that, you'd have heard every swear word that's ever been invented within a few. But Tom was a good, solid Christian. He lived it every day. And to see the changes that he went through, it just broke your heart. Anybody else? We're going to let Randy tell us what's going on over at East Texas State University.
Mike was come in, so I said, okay, I'm speaking now, you speak next. Just joking. First of all, thank you for the invitation, and proud to be here and proud to visit and see a lot of old friends myself. I want to introduce Cheyenne Lee. Cheyenne is a new outreach coordinator at A&M Commerce. Just graduated in May. Went to Northeast Texas Community College here, and then came to A&M Commerce, and then just graduated. So she's in that role. So I just wanted her for you to meet her. And she's from the Mount Pleasant area, so that'd be even better. A little bit of update, like you said, for homecoming. Homecoming's in less than 2 weeks, October 26th at 11:30 at noon. Yes, I broke Buck's tradition in having a breakfast, and Bob Williams chastised me for it. That's all right. But we're gonna have a barbecue lunch at 11:30. That means I can sleep in just a little longer, but it means that people can drive in from a little bit further than having to be there for breakfast. And that's one of the main reasons we did it, is to have the lunch, and then people that still want to go to a football game can still go to an early afternoon football game. But everybody's welcome to come. They're at 11:30 right by the Ag Building at A&M Commerce on the 26th. Just a few updates. As far as enrollment, I came to you a year or two ago over City and said, I'm not asking for money, but just pass the good word that we're doing good things and that we increase enrollment. And we have increased enrollment we've doubled in enrollment in the last 5 years. We have increased 30% in enrollment in the last 2 years. And so therefore, with that, then our administration has given us enough faculty lines to where we've doubled in faculty lines in the last 3 years as a result of that. So that just means we can offer more. And I think that's one of the things that I'm really headed for, is that we continue to get back more and more into a premier Ag Ed program, and that we offer hands-on education, and that we offer more opportunities for students that want to come to us. With some of that in mind, we have hired, with some of our new hires, we've hired a new livestock judging coordinator. We've hired a new a graduate student that's also starting our meat judging team that will be starting in Denver in January. We've started a new show team that we went to 4 States Fair and to East Texas Fair with this year. We've hired a new person in urban and sustainable agriculture. We've hired a new Ag Ed professor. Dr. Williams has moved over into the food systems and family consumer science area. And so we've hired a new Ag Ed teacher, Dr. Keith Frost, and then Maggie Salem to take the leadership in our Ag Leadership and Communication program, which is a new program. So we're proud to have all those new people with us. Some of the new directions that we're going. With all of our new teams, we've hired I just interviewed last night another potential faculty member that will be coming in and adding to our animal science faculty. So we're looking forward to continuing to grow and continuing to help our students. And that's my number one goal, really, of all said, is I just want to serve. I want our university to serve Northeast Texas. And so when you go back out in your communities, just pass the good word that we're doing our best with what resources we have to serve Northeast Texas first. And again, I applaud each and everything that you've done while you were an ag teacher. You have touched so many lives over your time and your years that it's unimaginable on how many lives you've touched and the things that you've created through these young people. And now you can see a lot of teachers out there teaching now that you've taught, and then the lineage will keep going on and on and on. So that's what we're very, very proud of. So anytime I can be of service to you, anytime that I can help you, just let me know, and we'll do our very best. And again, I appreciate the invitation, the opportunity to be with you, and to be able to visit with you as well. So, anybody got any questions? Thank you very much.
Thank you, Randy. It's always good to hear what's going on over at Commerce. We're getting a little low on funds. So I'm gonna pass the money bag around, put $1 or so in, whatever loose change you got. I think I got about enough cash to maybe buy another roll of stamps. Then we're gonna be dead broke again. So, anyway, if you got an extra buck or two in your deal, and I'll just, start this around, and y'all can, whatever you can in there. I know that I've got this job of doing this, but if there's anybody that feels like they could do a better job or they want to take it over, I'll be more happy to turn everything over to you.
That's too much fun. You need to keep that.
Yeah. I just need occasionally y'all to help me out a little bit on names and addresses. New people that's retired. I know there's 2 guys that retired this year in Area 6, but I'm unable to get their names or addresses. Somebody told me their names and then I forgot. But I don't have their addresses, so I never got to send out the invite.
I think we ought to start having name tags and be real big.
That's what I was gonna say. This first one I've been doing, there's so many people's faces I recognize. I recognize some because I've seen them the last 2 years. There's a whole lot of people here. I can't remember the names. So we could have little name tags when we came in.
I don't think there's anybody here that won't shake your hand and tell you who they are. But anyway, that's all I've got. And if y'all want to continue to visit, we got this till about 1 o'clock. So I'm covered all that I've got to cover with you. If this place is fine, I'm going to book it for next year.
Amen. I like this day.
All right. It works for me.
That's what I'm sitting there. I'll take
Good job, Boles. Good job. Thank you.
Yes.